waiting for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself. Count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sing my shit like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk. I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it and love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
I'm one. Ready?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11. 12.
Here's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First down, here's the run with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Cook. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go. Here we go. Get
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few.
Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen to throw once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Allen gonna go on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Devin Asiasi as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Take it in at the 3. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Now on second and 13. Burrow will get this out to his running back, P-Ryan.
Here we go, here we go.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. 2
to the air. Allen. Going for the deep ball. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie, 40 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from it, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Half 85, half 85. Alert!
Throwing again on second down. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
5 wide.
They run here with Singletary. And this one will wind up with them losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this is Cook with a grab. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Allen now on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They'll run on first down with Singletary. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they go to Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally there.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
After the sack on 1st down, Allen looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen going to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.